Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to get all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, rule well, being a great example to his younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect, Lord willing is edifying. And this video going in the Dabu 7, and the title of it, I may title it the same title he have it. It say, is the temporary collapse of Texas foreshadowing the total collapse of the U.S.? I may name it just total collapse of the U.S. or something like that. I don't know. But let's get into it.
Well, is the temporary collapse of the power in Texas foreshadowing a bigger issue here across the whole United States? I think so. We have rotting infrastructure across this country. And at some point, something's going to give. No administration seems to ever put at the front of any of their issues fixing the rotting infrastructure across the country. The situation with the water is terrible in this country, all over the place, many different cities. It doesn't seem to be getting better. It's never brought up as a major issue as well. It's all these other things that they talk about. Smoke and mirrors. But at some point, this is going to give. And I think it's important to reflect on what just happened in Texas, because if you look at it large scale, this could cripple the nation. We've talked about in the past freak weather events, natural events, man-made events, EMPs, CMEs, things that could affect the grid and take it down big time. I think that this is in the cards, and I think that one of the reasons that you haven't seen any money put into these areas is because it's part of the plan. They all know it in terms of the club, so there's no money allocated to these areas to be spent to fix these things,
What happened? Like it, but
Let's start with your name. Where are you from? Where were you when the fall happened?
We both know this world.
I think you still can hear the damn commercial.
freak weather events, natural events, man-made events, EMPs, CMEs, things that could affect the grid and take it down big time. I think that this is in the cards, and I think that one of the reasons that you haven't seen any money put into these areas is because it's part of the plan. They all know it in terms of the club, so there's no money allocated to these areas to be spent to fix these things, to boost them, to have any backup plans whatsoever. Although the government made sure years ago they started to move a lot of their stuff into Cheyenne Mountain and into other fortifications away from D.C., just in case something like this was to happen. So I do think there's some lessons to be learned here with this whole thing out of Texas. It shows that once the power grid goes down, chaos can unravel quickly, especially if it's in horrendous conditions like freezing temperatures where people are freezing to death. So this caught some people off guard, no doubt, but once again, I think that this brings us back to the drawing board where we have to say, do we have a plan? Do you have a plan to deal with this if they throw this at us again? We are living in what I call very trappy times. Everywhere we turn, every time we turn around, it seems like a trap's being set for the people to fall into. We've really got to start looking at life in this manner, thinking that around the corner, there could be something else that they have waiting on us. We have to have plans for all this. And if you were to ask me if there's one crippling thing that could top them all, it's shutting out the lights. It's a lights out situation, no communication. I find it very odd how many cell phones are shut off, even my service, still down to this very moment on my cell phone because of this ice storm that went through. All roads have been clear, everything else has been back up and running, but things just don't add up. These are the things we're paying attention to. Join me as I discuss this further on the next live stream. Going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night.
Well, that was the point. And this the first point he made, right at infrastructure. With the right infrastructure around America, you know, and they ain't doing nothing to fix it. Why? Because hey, ultimately it's the Lord's plan. They ain't got the money to fix this shit, man. You know, they knee deep in debt. You know, they covered themselves in thick clay, like the scriptures say. And it's over with for Babylon the Great. This place is going down, and it's going down quickly, man. This Isaiah chapter 14, and when I listened to the video, that's all I could think about. This Isaiah chapter 14 and verse, I start at 1, the point on down, but it say, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. So this place is gonna get destroyed, and our people gonna be set in their own land. And I believe Dabu 7 Israelite, but you know, is he the elect? Maybe not, because he got all these other different philosophies, believe in the Nephilim and all this crazy shit, reptilian. Ain't no telling what that guy believe in, but he bring out good information and we filter it. And it say, and the people shall take them and bring them into their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And it's going into the heathens, because our people ain't gonna go into captivity. But the first one, when it said they go hold up, it say, and the people shall take them. It's the top of 2. It's saying the people shall take them and bring them into their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Yeah, we gonna rule over these heathens, you know. But our people gonna the first part of what it say, that was in verse 1, when it say they gonna cleave unto the house of Israel. They're going into those who the Lord gonna have mercy on after the Lord purge out the rebels. Our people scattered around other parts of the earth that don't be destroyed, those that aren't rebels and willing to, submit themselves unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Because the Lord said, he that will not serve me, bring them hither and slay them before me. You know, that's going into the rebels, because these heathens that's left, once we come back down, they gonna serve regardless, man. You know, they gonna be in chains. They ain't gonna have no choice. We not gonna put our people in chains, man. We not gonna put them in servitude. We ain't gonna. Every Israelite in the kingdom of heaven, when we come back out of those ships, are gonna be on royalty, man. Or they gonna be put to death because they don't want to get down with the program, man. And that's what it's gonna be. It say, and it shall come to pass, and it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from these driving so stupid. I hate this. So let me get up out of all the congestion. Somebody hit the brakes. I'm gonna be in the back of everybody. Want to go the same speed. So getting some open space. Okay, this verse 3 again. It say, and it shall come to pass in the day. It shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from sorrow and from fear, and from thy fear, and from hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. Yeah, and when that's gonna be, when we deliver in the kingdom, because we gonna have servants and handmaids in that day. You know, we ain't gonna be working. Our people ain't gonna be working. You know, even when 2/3 come back, they gonna be royal. They gonna be kings. They gonna be princes and princesses. You know, they gonna be born into a royal lineage. You know, it say, thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. And who is the king of Babylon now? Joe Biden. Creepy, sleepy Joe, man. You know. So like, it say, and say, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. That's who is the golden city? That's talking about America, man. You know, that golden city is talking about Babylon the Great, America, man. You know, it say, the Lord Yahweh have broken It say, the Lord Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Yeah, because the Lord is bringing these people down, taking their power from them, their witchcraft. Everything about them is being stripped to the bone, man. You know, ain't nothing working for them, man. You know, they and these devils, they breaking down their own kingdom, man, to try to set up a new world order where they can, you know, be like the Most High and exile Yahweh in the nation of Israel, and they can rule as the Most High, you know, and be the Israelites, you know, and rule the earth. But that shit ain't it's gonna fail, man. It's all gonna fail. It say verse 6, it say, he who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke, he that ruleth the nations in anger, you Edomites, is persecuted and none hindereth. You know, because the king of Babylon ultimately is Joe Biden, because he the president, he the commanding in chief. But shit, the elite bankers really run this bitch, man. You know, that's who really running this thing. So like it about that. Come on, man. You know that light take forever. Man, god dog, man. This shit ridiculous, man. We gotta get up out this bitch. Fucking demons on the road every morning, man. You trying to get to work and shit. Motherfucker sitting there stop. Like take 20 minutes to change. Want to sit there and procrastinate. Now you want to run lights and shit. Stupid ass people, man. These people crazy, man. This verse 7, it say, the whole city, the whole earth is at rest and quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir tree rejoice at thee, and the cedar of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against thee. And they're going into, you know, ultimately the America, you know. But these Edomites, man, you know, they whole infrastructure, because America is that whore that sitteth upon the beast. You know, America is that whore that sitteth upon the beast, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlot, mystery Babylon the Great. It's a city that ride upon the beast, man. You know, and the beast ain't an actual monster. It's talking about, you know, NATO and the EU, man. You know, this the Edomite rulership, empires. And now the beast that's here today is NATO and the EU and America, man. These Edomite ran countries. Verse 9, it say, hell from beneath is moved is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down, and this the point right here. What I thought about when it say right infrastructure. It say thy pomp is brought down to the grave, the noise of thy vows, it say the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worm covered thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? You know, and that old Lucifer going into the light bears. You know, y'all was just on top of what happened, man. You know, I thought y'all was this mighty, you know, unstoppable force, man. What happened to y'all, man? You know? It's verse 13, it say, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my thrones above the stars of Yahweh, and I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, and I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. And that's what these devils planning, man. But yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that didst weaken the nation, that didst weaken the king, that didst shake kingdoms? Salakia. And that's go to show you that it's talking about just Esau in general, man. Cause it say, is this the man? It ain't talking about no one person, Joe Biden. You know, it ain't talking about, it's talking about their whole lineage, man. You Edomites. It say, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners. And that's talking about everywhere where the Israelites scattered. We in prison, and wherever we at, man. We in bondage, man. You know, in slavery, man. Every day you gotta wake up to the hustle and bustle, man. For most people, man, you gotta wake up, you gotta work, you know. And it's a point of time in your life where you gotta wake up, you gotta work, you got social security number, all these bills, all this old bullshit. It's ridiculous, man. It say, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, even every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch. And as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. It say, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people, and the seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Going into you fucking Edomites, man. Because you going to be that nation of people that's going to be destroyed off the face of the earth, man. Everybody else, after they build up the kingdom and serve they little 1,000-year slavery, they going to get to go home. They going to get to go to their lands, whatever we sanction that for them, man. And build and govern amongst themselves. They just going to have to do it under the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know? But they gonna get to build up kingdoms and, you know, not kingdoms, but like, you know, how they got China now. They gonna get to build shit up, you know, and have a town, city, you know, lands. They just gonna be paying tribute to the Israelites, man. My ball. Verse 21, it say, prepare slaughter for thy children for the iniquity of thy fathers. that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities, man. And that's pretty much the point. I ain't gonna read the whole chapter. And he was talking about the water, and we ain't gotta worry about that water situation. Matter of fact, I get it. Cause the Lord gonna take care of his men, man. You know, of course, don't drink no shit with parasites and all this stuff, you know. But the Lord got us, man. And I'm gonna get this real quick. This Mark chapter 16 and verse 18. It say, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. You know, cause it's gonna come a point of time. Hey man, Esau getting ready to come down with great wrath, man. That's what happened in Texas, man. You know, that's Esau getting ready to lose it, man. Cause that was some heart shit, man. Them fucking blizzards in Texas, man. Arctic freezes and shit in Texas, man. You know, but more things like that gonna happen. Just like the Gulf Coast, the hurricane be fucking us up in the summertime. So hey, it can happen. They fucked us up last year, man. You know, back-to-back hurricanes, man. You know, imagine back-to-back Category 5 hurricanes constantly pelting, you know, the Gulf Coast, man. How you think we gonna be looking? And Texas included in that, you know. How we gonna be looking down this motherfucker, man? No lights, no water, no power. Shit just fucked up, you know. So, hey, get prepared for more wickedness. More things are gonna happen. You got windstorms, tornadoes. Hey, it's gonna get bad. Like he was saying, make EMP and all this old other crazy shit Esau might do. We never know, man. You know. But the scripture in Revelation say that they gonna lights gonna go out. Roughly paraphrasing, but I ain't gonna get it. I gotta go. You know, so with that, you know, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to end to giving all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone.
Today I have light.
Rule web and a great example to the younger brothers in the truth. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. With that, Shalom, Kwam Yashala, and Baba. Shalom.